You guys regrouped from the Green Bay game?
I think so. You know, it's a tough game. It's a long trip. You know, kids got back in class and got back to practice, and it's been a good week for us.
You said last time you played that you learned that you couldn't play at their level for 40 minutes. I mean, did you get closer?
I think so, yeah. I don't think we're there, obviously, because we came back with a loss, but I thought we did a better job of competing. Offensively, we were, although it didn't show in the point total, we were more effective. We got better shots. You know, but anytime you're going to try to play a team who now happens to be in the top 25, you got to make those shots. You know, playing hard and playing good defense is part of the equation, but you're going to have to score some points to beat them. And I think that's probably the next step, is to continue to play hard, but we'll have to make free throws and we're going to have to make layups and things of that sort.
How are you handling being where you are in the standings? It's different than when you haven't been up there this late in the season. How are you handling that?
I think we just have a business as usual type approach. You know, you know, it's easy to get back to work when you get beat like you just did up at Green Bay, and they expose some of your weaknesses, and hopefully we've addressed some of those this week and continue to try to do so.
You have a pretty quick turnaround. I haven't seen something like this.
That's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, neither have I.
I mean, to play, you know, 2 home games even in that span would be pretty difficult. Maybe just talk about it.
It'll be unique. You know, we'll play tomorrow night. We'll get on a plane Friday morning. We'll practice Friday afternoon and be done by lunchtime Saturday. So, you know, it'd be great if we had class Sunday to be back in time to go to school. But I can't think of any other benefit.
Is there a reason why the league wouldn't have been able to do something to avoid that, play the game on Sunday or push it to something?
I don't know. They didn't consult me. I'm guessing you should have asked Jerry. It probably had something to do with the bracket buster. Maybe we could bring him back for round 2.
What can you expect out of Cleveland State from the last time you beat them?
A great effort. I think they're going to play hard. You know, Shalanda's fantastic. She's one of the most dynamic players in the league, and very difficult to guard. Very active at the other end of the floor as well defensively. And she gives them a chance to win every single night. She's just a really good player, and you know, guarding her and accounting for her is just always a challenge. You know, they've only beat them once a year the last 2 years. They beat us twice in a row last year to put us out to end our season and things like that. So, I mean, we're going to get a pretty good effort from them.
Bob, with 6 games remaining, has this team realized what they've accomplished so far? 17 wins, second in the conference. I mean, that's unheard of, at least in the last 10 years here for women's basketball. I mean, or do you wait till the end of the season to kind of look at that stuff?
Well, I haven't really talked about it. I don't know what you've told them, but I haven't talked to them much about it other than trying to get ready to play tomorrow. You know, and as soon as, you know, much like we haven't talked about the Loyola game, you know, we're going to try to play tomorrow, and then when that game's over, we'll get ready to go to Chicago and try to do whatever we have to do up there. But they've been very much day-to-day, matter-of-fact in their approach, and you know, I think they've handled it pretty well for being as unique as it is to a lot of these players.
Can you see the hunger, though, to still continue to set the bar higher and higher?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, like I said, don't forget, guys, we got smacked in the face just a couple of days ago up at Green Bay. It's not like we won that game. So it's easy to come back to reality and find things that you need to work on, and they really exploited some things that we got to do better.
Bob, your bench scored 1 point, I think, against Green Bay. Is that a concern at all at this point?
It is. It is. You know, it's one of those things that if you're going to, like I said before, if you're going to beat a top 25 team, you got to play hard, which I think we did a much better job of. But then you got to execute, and you got to make shots. You know, whether it's, you know, starters got to make shots, kids off the bench have got to make shots. People have to do their job, and it's not easy. It's very difficult, and there's a reason why they've won so many games and then consecutive games up there. They're a very good basketball team.
You have 9 healthy players. Does that make it difficult a little bit sometimes? I mean, I know you don't use that as an excuse, but having 9 healthy players? I mean, most teams have 12, I would assume.
They may have more. I think this time of the year, I don't know that anybody's playing more than 8, 9 players a game. Usually most people start to shrink their bench a little bit in February as you get ready for the tournament, and we just got to shrink ours a little bit earlier than everybody else. It's almost a benefit.